Hi, I'm Mike, and today I want to talk to you. I want to talk to you about a couple things today. First, I want to talk about the Big Four and where it applies within this idea of push, pull, move. And second, I want to talk to you about a slice of pizza. But first, about the Big Four. It's hardly a new idea. Ever since caveman invented the squat rack, the Big Four movements have been a staple of pretty much every strength and powerlifting type program. The Big Four being bench press, squat, deadlift, and military press. They're such an effective tool to build pretty much any strength program, because when you utilize those movements as well as a full scope of assistance movements, you pretty much have the full range of natural motor patterns, or the natural way your body is designed to move. You've pretty much covered everything. So it's a very basic and simple approach that a slew of programs are built around. Now, it's not to say that my push-pull-move idea is an actual program. It's just an idea or a concept. But it's still built around that same idea. Those four lifts are going to be at the core or at the beginning of every workout you do. So those big, heavy compound movements, you can't avoid them, or at least not with me. And that leads us to that slice of pizza I wanted to talk to you about. That slice of pizza is the imagery I like to use when I'm thinking about how I create a push, pull, move workout for any given day. I know I posted a video the other day showing a deadlift workout to show how deadlift fits within the push, pull, move. And today I'm going to show you a bench press video, or a bench press workout. And I'm going to break it down so you'll know what I mean with this slice of pizza. You know how to eat a slice of pizza. And that's what you need to think of when you start trying to create workouts that fit within this push, pull, move concept. So, without wasting too much of your time, and without dying out here in the heat because it's burning me up, we'll get to some footage and break down how to eat this slice of pizza. All right, I'm hungry.
So here we go again. Disclaimers for this workout video. Number 1, trigger warning. You're about to see some incomplete reps on bench because I don't necessarily lock out on all my reps. Flame away, internet. That's what the internet was created for. Number 2, this workout, like the deadlift workout, took 45 minutes start to finish. You can maybe add 5 minutes if you want to add for the time I missed by not completing all my reps. Number 3, this video is just an example of how you can utilize the push, pull, move idea. This is not the standard. You can adapt and do your own workout. This is just an example. So here we get to the piece of pizza. At the tip of the pizza is the push, which is going to be one of the big four movements. The tip of the pizza is narrow. There's not much room for trying new ideas. The only room for thought that you have here is that 1, it's going to be one of the big four lifts, and 2, you get to choose what program you use for progression. To start out, I would just do 5x5, but as you get more experienced, you can play around with these other programs. The only rule here is pick one program and stick with it for an extended period of time. Don't jump around from program to program. So, to illustrate, I'm going to do a push, my bench press, with the 5-3-1 method. And this is the tip of the piece of pizza. So we get to the pull section of the workout. At this point, your piece of pizza is a little wider. You have a little more room for variation. You can take a bite from the left side or the right side. The movements you can use a little bit of variation, and the rep ranges, you can use a little variation. The only rule here is use movements that are similar to the push and use movements that are similar to the opposing motion. So today is a bench press day. I'm choosing to do dumbbell incline. However, there's a lot of different variations of bench press. I could do even more barbell bench press if I wanted. Incline, decline, just as long as it's a similar motion and a similar opposing motion. I could do seated cable rows. I could do barbell bent over rows. A similar motion. The rep range, I aim for 8 to 12. Today I was shooting for 8, but any range within 8 to 12 is really going to push blood into the muscles, and that's what you're trying to do in the pull section, is just force blood into the muscles. Now you get to the move section. This is a section which is very wide. It is more conditioning oriented because this is where you're really going to pick up the tempo and try and get your blood moving, try and get your lungs moving. There's a huge amount of ways you can do this, and to illustrate it, I'm going to show 3 different variations. Here I'm doing a more traditional bodybuilding approach where I'm just doing isolation movements for strength. Next, I'll show you a way you can do it which is still within the gym, but using objects in a manner you're not used to using them, doing a little plate curls, and then body weight tricep extensions. So still within the gym, but not as traditional in terms of using the machines or barbells. And the final section is a very outside the box method. I'm going to do a little bit of bear crawls mixed with push-ups. So this is really moving the body, and this one was actually the hardest, especially because it was really hot outside. So there you go. There's your slice of pizza. Push, pull, move.